In Geneva, when we last spoke, all of us who made an intervention then warned that something tragic was about to happen. Those in power in various countries, my own included, told me that I was overstating the case, that they had assurances that this would not happen. A matter of, Madam Rajavi, a week, maybe 2 weeks later, exactly what we had predicted did happen. People died and were wounded. And to add grave insult to that injury, we now have conditions which are worse as a consequence in Camp Ashraf than they were before. The dead cannot be buried in the appropriate place for them to be buried and have to be being buried in Ashraf itself. You don't have to be a Muslim to understand the terror of that situation. The wounded have not been able to receive treatment from doctors. Visitors are denied entry. Even international visitors, even members of the European Union, are not allowed to go there. And there continues, as there has been for many months now, this repression by sound of 240 loudspeakers blasting day and night, preventing people even having the opportunity to sleep in this camp. Now, I do not mind. It does not interest me, the complications of this. It is the simple human condition of people who ought to be in receipt of the protections of the international community are nevertheless exposed to these dangers. And I therefore take the view that has been so strongly expressed here, which I fully support, that the time has now come. We cannot wait longer. We have to now begin to seek a solution to this. I know where the blame lies here. The United States have a moral duty. They deny that they have a legal one because Iraq is a sovereign state. But I don't believe that they can so easily abandon the duties they had towards the protection of the civil population. But unfortunately, it seems to me that the influence that ought to be being used by Washington over the actions of the Iraqi government is having no effect. That is where the blame lies, and we all know why. We all know why, because the Iraqi government has thought it necessary for it to become the instrument of the policy of repression from Tehran. And I hope that the United States, who I believe, I say again, are seeking to find an appropriate solution to this, will understand that no such appropriate solution can be reached unless they can restrain the hands of the government of Mr. Maliki. That has to be done.